Ever felt like you're drowning in a sea of invoices, reports, and financial jargon? Like you're trying to build a sandcastle with a hurricane brewing? And then someone whispers, QuickBooks will save you, but how long will it take to actually understand it? How long is QuickBooks training, really? That's the question we're tackling today. Because let's be honest, learn QuickBooks sounds like a good idea until you realize it's not just clicking a few buttons. It's a powerful tool, but like any powerful tool, it requires some mastery. You're not just learning a software, you're learning a language, the language of business finance. And just like learning any language, the duration is going to vary wildly. Think of it like this. You wouldn't expect to become fluent in Spanish after a weekend crash course, right? Similarly, becoming a QuickBooks wizard isn't going to happen overnight. You have to consider your learning style, the complexity of your business, and how deep you want to dive into the software's capabilities. Now, before we get into the nitty-gritty of timeframes, let's address why this matters. Why does investing time in QuickBooks training even matter? Well, imagine trying to navigate a city without a map. You'd be lost, right? QuickBooks is your financial map. It helps you track income, expenses, manage inventory, generate reports, and ultimately, make informed business decisions. Without proper training, you're essentially driving blind. You might be able to get by, but you'll miss out on crucial features, make costly mistakes, and waste valuable time. You might enter information incorrectly, fail to reconcile accounts, or miss out on important financial insights that could propel your business forward. And let's be real, time is money. Mismanaging your finances due to a lack of QuickBooks knowledge can lead to serious headaches, from tax penalties to inaccurate financial statements. You could be losing money without even realizing it. Investing in proper training is an investment in your business's financial health. So let's break it down. How long does it actually take? The answer, as you might have guessed, is it depends. First, we need to distinguish between different levels of QuickBooks proficiency. There's the basic user, the intermediate user, and the advanced user. A basic user might be someone who needs to handle simple invoicing, track expenses, and generate basic reports. This level of proficiency can often be achieved with a few days of focused training or a short online course. You're talking about learning the fundamentals, setting up your company file, creating invoices, entering bills, and reconciling bank accounts. You're learning the hello, how are you of QuickBooks. An intermediate user needs to delve deeper into the software's capabilities. This might include managing inventory, handling payroll, and generating more complex financial reports. This level requires a more comprehensive training program, typically spanning a few weeks. You're now learning the grammar and sentence structure of QuickBooks. You're understanding the nuances of how different modules interact and how to customize the software to fit your specific business needs. An advanced user is someone who needs to leverage the full power of QuickBooks, including advanced reporting, job costing, and integration with other business systems. This level requires extensive training and ongoing practice, potentially spanning several months or even years. You're now writing poetry in QuickBooks, or maybe even a novel. You're mastering the advanced features, customizing reports, and leveraging the software to its fullest potential. Now, let's talk about the different training options available. Online courses. These are typically self-paced and offer flexibility. You can learn at your own speed and revisit modules as needed. The duration can range from a few hours to several weeks, depending on the course's depth. Be sure to look for reputable providers and courses that offer hands-on exercises and real-world examples. In-person training. This offers a more interactive learning experience. You can ask questions in real time and receive personalized guidance from an instructor. The duration can range from a few days to a week for a comprehensive course. This is like having a tutor right next to you, guiding you through the process. QuickBooks webinars and tutorials. These are often shorter and more focused on specific topics. They can be a great way to supplement your training and learn new skills. You might find a quick tutorial on how to handle sales tax or a webinar on advanced reporting. These are like quick vocabulary lessons. QuickBooks certifications. These are industry-recognized credentials that demonstrate your proficiency in QuickBooks. They require passing an exam and can significantly enhance your career prospects. The duration to prepare for a certification can vary, but it typically takes several months of dedicated study and practice. This is like earning a degree in QuickBooks. Self-learning. Some people prefer to learn by doing. They might watch YouTube tutorials, read QuickBooks manuals, and experiment with the software. This approach can be effective, but it can also be time-consuming and prone to errors. This is like learning a language by immersion, which can be effective, but you need to be very dedicated. So, let's put it all together. If you're a small business owner who needs to handle basic bookkeeping tasks, you can likely get by with a few days of focus training or a short online course. If you're a bookkeeper or accountant who needs to manage more complex financial operations, you'll need to invest several weeks or even months in training and practice. And if you're aiming for QuickBooks certification, you'll need to dedicate significant time and effort to mastering the software's advanced features. But remember, learning QuickBooks is an ongoing process. The software is constantly evolving, with new features and updates being released regularly. You'll always need to keep learning to stay current. And here's a crucial point. Don't underestimate the importance of practice. Learning the theory is one thing, but applying it in real-world scenarios is another. The more you use QuickBooks, the more comfortable and proficient you'll become. Set up a test company file and experiment with different features. Try entering sample transactions, generating reports, and reconciling accounts. Also, consider getting support. Don't be afraid to ask for help when you encounter challenges. There are numerous resources available, including QuickBooks support forums, online communities, and professional consultants. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.